All right, I'm ready.
Oh boy, what was I like when I came to Wooster?
When I first got to Wooster, I think I was a combination of a former high school cheerleader and very, very nerdy.
Sheltered would probably be the best word.
Well, being from Miami, Florida, I was pretty loud.
I was self-assured, a little bossy, and secretly a little bit intimidated by all the freedom.
Impressionable young man, but I wanted to get out of Texas, see a different part of the country.
It was a huge world that opened up for me.
Everybody was doing something different.
Well, I'll tell you about this story. I was a junior, and I wasn't performing very well academically. My IS advisor, Richard Reimer, called me in to meet with him at Calc.
It became apparent to me that a lot of folks here were here because of great personal sacrifice.
They had a come to Jesus meeting, if you will, and just threw it out there on the table and said, "Kid, you're not cutting it."
People had really tried hard, saved money, done a lot of different things to be here. And that, to me, transformed how I approach education.
That was a defining moment for me because I needed that challenge. I needed that wake-up call.
Through Apex, they actually funded me to be able to do my unpaid internship with money. When I had the experience to be a counselor on the judicial board, it really, really allowed me to identify my own skill set as an advocate. That was the best experience of my life because I'm still currently working with Usher's New Look, and I got to meet Usher himself, and that was like a moment for me.
I think one of my most transformative experiences at Wooster had to have been doing IS.
My junior IS was about the revolution in Malawi, which is a small country in Eastern Africa, which so happens to be the place where my roommate was from.
Doing that kind of project, that much hard work, original research, working very closely with Professor Mark Weaver.
Becoming more independent through the research program encouraged me to seek new adventures, and that's one of the reasons why I ended up in Japan after I graduated.
I do not fear any challenge. I am not afraid of any kind of hard work or anything new.
What the education, what the community, what the people and the experiences have allowed me to do is essentially change and adapt.
I think the world needs Wooster because the ways that students at Wooster learn, not just the things that they learn, but the ways that they learn, are ways that we know in a research-based way and an outcomes-based way are really, really powerful.
Preparing your students for what's coming next is one of the most important missions, and Wooster's done it beautifully.
It's important that you support Wooster because it gives students like me a chance to prove to the world that we can make it.
This is a terrific opportunity to help us transform the lives of all the students here today and students to come, to really create the change that we want to see in the world. It starts right here with Wooster.
Hold on. Backtrack. Okay.
Everybody in my high school went to schools in Pennsylvania or on the East Coast. So coming to Ohio was exotic.
Worcester opened me to mental diversity.
This is a magical place to really kind of set the course for you.
And if only the whole world operated like the College of Worcester's campus does, I think we would be a much better place.
I really appreciate the education I received during my time at Wooster. I think others deserve the same opportunity.
I feel like Worcester's my family. I would not have thought that I said that in a million years when I first walked in here and went through the arch.
What we're promising is that all of those students will be brought to a place where they can actually step out on the edge of the cliff of new knowledge and jump, and that they'll be able to fly.